Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome to a new video. So I want to make one showing a really simple and straightforward way to 3-tick fish. Doesn't mean it's not that click intensive, but it's just really straightforward, a really simple cycle, and an easy way to get very high fishing XP per hour, higher than has ever really been reasonably possible without using purple sweets, which are unviable due to the cost. These items are basically exactly the same effect as purple sweets. It makes it so you can consistently 3-tick just by clicking items in your inventory, which is pretty nice to be able to do. This has been around in the game for basically since release, but just recently people have discovered these items' uses. So you can use Swamp Tar on any type of herb, Guam through Hairlender, so 4 different types of herbs you can use, and it will start the action of making herb tar, which is ammo for different types of lizards, like swamp lizards up through black salamanders. If you just have one of that type of herb in your inventory, then it won't open up a chat box interface to make X the way it would if you had more than one, so you just immediately start the action when you click on it, and it just makes it so you can constantly 3-tick. I think I've probably explained tick manipulation before, but generally if you start an action that takes 3 ticks and then click on a fishing spot or click on a tree or whatever, then it will make it so you can get a resource every 3 ticks instead of every 5 for fishing or every 4 for woodcutting. Fishing is normally 5-tick if you just sit there AFKing at a fishing spot, so you can speed up your XP per hour by 5/3 times the normal rate just by clicking a bit more. So your rates can get quite high. I tested this at various levels. I used the God Wars dungeon area to drain my stats so that I could try doing this at different levels. I tried it at 58, which is the lowest level you should do barb fishing, because that's when you start getting leaping salmon, and before that regular fly fishing will be better XP. At that level I was averaging like 65 to 70k XP per hour, which is really good for that level. I mean, that's the XP per hour you'd get at 99 doing 5-tick fishing here. At level 70, once you start getting sturgeon, I was getting over 90k XP per hour, and that's at level 70, which is pretty crazy. In the 80s I was getting like 100k plus, and at 99 you can get hours up to 120k. That would be pretty good RNG, but you can definitely expect to get over 110k, probably average maybe like 112 to 115k XP per hour, which is a really high XP rate for fishing. It is fairly click intensive, but it's a very simple cycle, so it's something you can kind of do mindlessly, and it's not really that difficult. It's not quite the same as, say, like mining at the spot I've been using recently, because at mining you have to be clicking to different spots every single time. But yeah, I mean, it is still a fair amount of clicking, so it's, the standard of tick manipulation is higher effort for higher XP per hour, so you can choose whether you'd rather AFK or whether you'd rather click more and get more XP per hour, which I think is a fairly balanced mechanic. This is not something that Jagex obviously intended to be able to be used. They didn't, put these items in the game with the intention of people clicking them in their inventory to be able to catch fish faster, but in the end it is, I think, fairly well balanced because, higher click intensity for higher XP per hour. So you can also do the same exact thing by using Kebbit Claws on Vambraces of any type, and once again you need to have only one of the type of, well, actually you need to have 2 Kebbit Claws and 2 of the same type of Vambrace to be able to make more than one at a time. So you could have multiple Kebbit Claws and only one of each type of Vambrace, or you could have one Kebbit Claw and multiple of the same Vambrace in your inventory. And you could do the same exact thing. Some people like to use Herb Tar, some people like to use those. Herb Tar is kind of convenient because you can use the herb sack if you have it, and you can put a bunch of grimy herbs in there, so whenever you accidentally make tar, you can just pull out another, or you can empty your herb sack, clean one off, and then fill it back up, and you can last a lot longer. And also I think the click boxes of the tar and herbs are a bit larger than the Kebbit Claws and Vambraces, but they're both pretty much the same thing, so either one will work just fine, and you'll be getting very nice fishing rates. So yeah, you can also use these to train your woodcutting, though 2-tick woodcutting is possible. You can check out my video on that as well. So if you want to do click intensive woodcutting, you may as well just do 2-tick, I would think, because it's faster than 3-tick, obviously. And yeah, I use these for mining as well. I'll probably make a video on that soon. I think I'm going to put out a video once I hit 50 mil mining, which I'm getting fairly close to. Probably this weekend I'll hit that. So I guess one other little thing I want to mention is that you can, well, obviously I'm using Magic Imbue. Definitely worth it to use Magic Imbue. You can cast Magic Imbue every 7 attempts to catch a fish, because each one's 3 ticks and Magic Imbue is every 21 ticks. So that can be, like 24k Magic XP per hour if you don't miss any Imbue ticks. Imbue timer from OS Buddy is definitely helpful if you don't feel like counting fish. And also you can fletch if you really want to click even more. You can just bring bolts or darts or whatever you want to fletch with you and fletch between the ticks of catching fish. So you can do that if you want. It's up to you, really. Probably would be easier to fletch during things like agility and Slayer if you're just, planning on getting 99 while doing other skills to the 99 as well. But you can choose to fletch during fishing if you want to up the click intensity a bit and get more total XP per hour. But yeah, I think that's about all I had, so thanks for watching the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all later.